What is happening, everybody? Josh here with Spawn Fly Fish, and we're back with another weekly shop update. We got a bunch in store for you today, so bear with us. As we kind of mosey in through the shop, you're going to see that that second SEG frame has been removed and pushed back. So again, we have one warehouse shelf left in here. That will be pushed back, hopefully today. As you can see, we're a bit in that reconstruction of the shop phase. So we did get things hanging up on the pegs, as you can see. And if you move back, you'll see all of this extra space. So a bunch of this stuff is gonna extend, and we're gonna have an impressive selection here for each and every one of you guys to see. If you look over here, we have sort of removed some of the, what we call a gateway drug section, where we have some conventional tackle. That will go back up, but it'll get limited on where we place it. We know that many of you guys are coming in here for fly tying gear, and we've converted quite a few guys already. So we want to show you guys more stuff. That kind of does it for this space. As you can see, we have some new kayaks, jumping right into what's new. We have several new kayaks right there. And then if you look up here in the front, we have the new E-Pedal Assist kayak. That thing is absolutely epic. You're about to see it here. This is the big water E-Pedal. This is going to be a really cool one. We'll have that on display. Old Town sending us some really cool POP, so we'll get those out for each and every one of you guys to see when you come in the shop. Alrighty, moving back all the way over here. Shop is big now. And talk about what we have that's new. We got quite a few things that are new that Pete and I are going to touch on. First thing, so we've talked about expanding the lines of the fly tying companies that we carry. So we've done a huge expansion on Hairline, huge expansion on Fully Mill, and we're expanding rapidly with Rainies. So we're gonna bring in a couple flies, but in a niche setting. So shout out to Lance Peterson. He does some crazy stuff down there on the Baja Peninsula, and we are going to become what we want to call the go-to for all of your really big game target species flies. For those of you that aren't tying, or those of you that want to gain inspiration for some of these giant tube flies, for chasing those billfish or tuna, or whatever you want to track with these things, we're gonna have a huge selection. This is just a small fraction of what we have that's coming. All right, moving away from flies, but continuing with Rainies, we got a new cute little popper head. This is the Poppin' Bug Popper, Lefty's White. So if you see this little thing, there's some small ones here. It's pretty nice. They have that hole already formed. If they don't have a hole, we do have the hole driller, but it's also easy to push some of these through by heating them up a little bit. But that's a new popper for us. Check out our Rainy selection. It is huge. It is very cool, and there's a bunch of really unique products. 1 second, we gotta open the door for somebody to come in. All right, we're back. Help somebody out. They're off, headed to the water. So what we were saying, Rainy's Poppin' Bug Popper. Did I say that right? Yep, Poppin' Bug Popper. Those are cool. All right, what's next? We got them. Been requested here for a little while. We're turning into a bit of vice experts these days, which is awesome. We got the new jaw here from Regal. Really cool little jaw. Tie up some of those smaller size bugs. We just have the head here. We can put it on a vise for you. Give us a call. These are on the site. The other one that was heavily requested, let me get this baby open. Hopefully it's the right one. It is the right one. The Custom. So we will have two variants of that vise and that jaw. The Bulldog bite on here on the side, on both sides, custom vise. Really cool from Regal. So if you're a Regal fan, I'm a Regal fan. There's many of you guys out there. Check those out. Really cool. All right. Last thing from me before we turn it over to Pete here. The Spawn Super Select feathers have been a huge hit. People are knowing that we are hand sorting each feather and we are weighing them out to the exact gram. So we now have 3 gram bags here, and this mallard is frankly phenomenal. So for those of you that have been checking out our mallard, know that you can now get them in a big pack. Look at that. Look at those feathers in here. Just fantastic. So that does it for me with new products. Pete's gonna take away with a couple more.
What's up, everybody? Pete here, Spawn Fly Fish. Just wanted to kind of touch on a couple things here. Going back to what Josh was talking about with the poppers and new popper heads from Rainey's, we also have popper paint from Rainey's. And the reason I point out that it is from Rainey's, not just because you can see the name Rainey's on it, but when you're thinking of painting your popper heads, the heads that we get from Rainey's have a different texture than some of the other makers out there. It's a little bit rougher, a little bit raw, not sealed or anything like that, different edge from where it's cut, and that is a key for the adherence of these paints. So be mindful, this paint won't necessarily work on all popper heads, but it will definitely work on foam from Rainey's. And as you can see, these are some bright, bright colors, and that's exactly what you need. Now, into another sticky subject, if you will. We've been on Josh for a hot minute going, hey man, stickers would sure be nice. And boy, did he come through. So better late than never. But here we are, stocked up on all of our favorites and all of your favorites too. So we have stickers for days at this point. So don't be shy. Order some stickers. Let us know in the notes and all that good stuff. We are your place to go for Spawn stickers.
Alrighty, now for the fishing report. So we've preached this for a long time. Winter fishing here in Southwest Washington are windows of opportunity for success. And last week was a great window of opportunity. But again, we got that huge spike of rain. It dropped, and we went out and fished yesterday, and the water is low and clear, making it very challenging to see one of those amazing winter steelhead. You might see one, but to catch one, completely different story. So our recommendation to you, if you're coming out this weekend, don't be discouraged. Bring a 4-weight, bring a smaller rod, target some of those cutthroat that are in the systems. They are a ton of fun, and we've been encountering a lot of them with some of the big streamers that we've been chasing steelhead with, but you can downsize just a bit and you'll find a lot of success chasing those cutthroat. If you have your mind set on success and you really, really just have to see a winter steelhead, we got a blog on what a surplus steelhead is. Those surplus steelhead are in the lakes that we discussed on here before, and the water up there is low and clear as well, and you can sight fish to these steelhead. So you can see them swimming around, you can cast at them. It's a ton of fun. Pete and I have gone up there and participated. It's a blast. So kind of iffy fishing situations, but there's opportunity nonetheless to get out there and have a ton of fun. The last thing we want to touch on, we have one date. Pete corrected me earlier. We're back March 22nd, the Fly Fishing Film Tour. It's going to be a ton of fun. McKenna just got done making up some posters that they sent us, so we'll be plastering those all over the place, getting everybody excited. We expect it to be completely sold out, much like you're seeing across the country. It's going to be a ton of fun, bringing an awesome community together to celebrate what we all love doing day in, day out. So that really does it. Check out all the new stuff. Shop Spawn, hit like, hit subscribe, and we will see you guys next week.